Welcome to How I Unfucked My Life. I'm your host, Christine DeGrazia, registered nurse and founder of Calm by Intention. On this show, we bridge the gap between mindset and physiology. We're combining the raw grit it takes to change your life with the clinical science it takes to regulate your nervous system, because it takes more than just mindset to calm a body in survival mode. Let's get into today's episode. Welcome. I am so glad that you could join me today. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Who doesn't love a great smelling candle, right? Who doesn't love that high-end, just fabulous scent? I know I love them. And I love high-end leggings. I love that feeling of the high-end material on my tush. I love the fuzzy blankets, the aromatherapy, all of it. And I love it just as much as the next person. We are all 100% worthy of the luxury, the comfort, and the comfy tush. But here's the truth that nobody in the wellness industry really wants you to know. And that's you can't self-care your way out of a nervous system crisis. And I'm pretty sure they're counting on you not knowing that. See, you can light every candle in the house, but if you're procrastinating on the things that actually matter, you're just sitting in a room that smells fantastic while your life's on fire. And when the candle burns out, you're still going to have to face that stress. So today I'm talking about the stall tax and why your body is keeping you on the couch, and hopefully how to get you off of it. Now let's get one thing straight. There are people who are just lazy and unmotivated. They don't have the fire lit under them. They don't have the goals, and they are fine with the nothingness. And that's fine. More power to them. But that isn't who I'm talking to today. I'm talking to the high achievers, the people who want the life, the people who want the business, who want their house clean and organized, but who find themselves stuck and unable to move. They're unable to take that next step. And if you're motivated but you can't move, that's not a character flaw, it's a biological gridlock. As a nurse, I look at procrastination as a physical event. We think we're avoiding stress by putting things off. We think, I'll feel better if I don't face that project today. Because we're dreading it, because we don't want to do it for one reason or another, because we're uncomfortable or we don't know how, because it's a pain in the ass, or maybe we just don't enjoy doing it. But the truth is, you're just stalling the calm. You're trading a 20-minute sting of doing the work for 3 days of marinating in cortisol. And we all know how cortisol is harmful for your body. You're keeping your body in a low-grade fight or flight response for 72 hours instead of 20 minutes that it would take to do the project. That is a heavy tax to pay. And I will admit, I am in the trenches with you. I am the queen of procrastination. It is Sunday afternoon. I'm recording this 3 days late because I let the stall tax accumulate. I mean, I also had a few responsibilities that I handle. But instead of going out to dinner with a girlfriend, I could have had this done. But I'm doing it now because I know the feeling on the other side when it's finally complete and sent to the editor. And I like that feeling. It's the cat's ass. And when you stop the avoidance and just knock off the smallest thing on that list, your nervous system finally gets the signal that it's safe. The weight evaporates. Then you take the next step, and the next little step, and the next one. And that cat's ass feeling of accomplishment, that's the real luxury. That's the foundation that makes that high-end, great-smelling candle actually worth lighting. Don't light it to try and mask the stress. Light it to enhance the feeling of accomplishment. And here's how you do it. The 20-minute triage. If you can't do the whole task that you're facing, give it 20 minutes of your time. Set a timer. You aren't committing to finishing it. You're committing to starting. In the medical world, we don't fix the whole patient at once. We just ensure that they keep breathing for the next 2 minutes. Do the same with your project. I'm pretty sure after 20 minutes, you're going to keep going. Lower the threat level. Microtasking. Your brain is frozen because the task looks like this giant, unmanageable thing. Shrink it until it's pathetic. If you can't write the email, just open the compose window. If you can't clean the whole kitchen, start with washing one spoon. You have to start somewhere. You have to prove to your amygdala that the predator isn't actually dangerous and can be tamed. And the pre-lighting rule. Instead of lighting that great smelling candle to get in the mood to work, which usually just leads to sitting there smelling it, Tell yourself the candle is a reward. You don't get the scent or the fuzzy blanket or the comfy tush until the first three things are checked off. Use the luxury to celebrate the movement, not to mask the stagnation. Procrastination isn't a time management problem. It's an emotion management problem. The biggest lie you tell yourself is that you'll feel more like doing it tomorrow, but you won't. Tomorrow, you'll just have the same task plus 24 hours of added guilt and cortisol. The only way to find your calm, or that cat's ass feeling, is to realize that the sting of doing the work is always, always shorter than the rot of avoiding it. That's the foundation that makes that fabulous candle actually worth lighting. Like I said, don't light it to try and mask the stress. Light it to enhance that feeling of accomplishment, because you deserve the fuzzy blanket, but you need the foundation. Stop paying the stall tax. Remember, the sting of doing it lasts minutes. The rot of avoiding it lasts days. Take one breath, move one finger, and let's get to work. I'm Christine DeGrazia, and I'll see you on the path.
Thanks for listening to How I Unfucked My Life. I know the work is heavy, but remember, you aren't just fighting your brain, you're learning to lead your body. You have the grit to change your mindset, and you have the biology to find your peace. And every choice you make is a step towards the life that you deserve. So stop arguing with where you've been and start deciding where you're going. See you next time.